It's Chicago Breeze basketball. It's June 23rd, and we are in the gymnasium at Alverno College. It's the Chicago Breeze with a record of 2-0, taking on the home team, the Milwaukee Aces, with a record of 2-1. Hello, everyone. My name is Mike Fleischman. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sitting to my right is Hami Arain. Hami, the Chicago Breeze have won 2 hard-fought games for their undefeated record so far.
Yep, this is week 4, but this is their 3rd game of the season. They defeated the Bandits by 13 points and then a thriller against Flint last Saturday. So let's see what's going to go on today against Milwaukee. Whoever wins today gets first place.
Of course, the Breeze will be playing the rest of the season without Bree Blair, who has moved on to an Icelandic basketball league. We're going to talk in just a little while with head coach Duval Richardson, talk a little bit about how he's moving on from the loss of one of their key guards. But right now, let's take a look at both the Breeze and the Milwaukee Aces coming into this game. The Milwaukee Aces are 2-1. Their victories come over the Indianapolis Bandits and the Illinois Warriors. Their lone loss comes to the Flint Monarchs, who the Breeze saw last week. Milwaukee is coming off of a win, and they have the reigning GWBA Player of the Week in Sam Price. Sam Price, a 5'9" guard, grew up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and went to St. Cloud State University. She put up 15-9 with 2 steals against the Warriors. And so we'll have to see what the Breeze want to do about that. Meanwhile, on the other side, story for the Breeze has been intimidating play down low, whether it comes from MC Smelzer or Keela Beecham, Hami.
Yeah, that's right. 2 big players who can play very physical, and they go after every rebound like it's their last chance.
And that physical presence inside, combined with some great halftime adjustments, ensured that close 1-point victory over the Flint Monarchs. That was an important home test against the reigning champions and a team that we could clearly see is the cream of the crop in the GWBA.
Yeah, you could say that again. Flint is definitely a very well-established organization. Very happy to see the Chicago get that win last week because it came down to the last minute. A couple jump shots here and there. I think it came down to the final free throws, I believe, that by Bree Blair to win them the game, to pretty much seal the deal. But yeah, great defensive effort. Chicago can play inside and out. We haven't really seen Milwaukee, so we'll have to see how they play today. And every team plays each other twice, so this will be a new thing for all of us today.
It's the Chicago Breeze here in Alverno College against the Milwaukee Aces. We've got tip-off coming up shortly. But before tip-off, we're going to talk to head coach Duval Richardson. This is Breeze basketball. I'm Mike Fleischman. That's Hami Arain. Mike Fleischman here for the Chicago Breeze. I'm with Breeze head coach Duval Richardson. First of all, congratulations on a close and hard-fought victory last week against Flint.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
The team is clearly fearless. They were ready to go, particularly down the stretch in the second half of that game. What role do you play and what role do the players have in making those plays so fearlessly and going toe-to-toe with such an accomplished team?
It's the energy that those 2 Indianapolis girls bring. Taylor and Ariel, those 2 girls, they bring a lot of energy for us.
Taking a look at the free throws, this has been a story in both games. No made free throws in a first quarter for the Chicago Breeze yet, but down the stretch in the fourth quarter, 20 of 23. And what kind of adjustments are you making to get to the line and start getting them down as you go into games?
I think we like heavyweight fighters. We want to fill them out in the first quarter, then second quarter we get it rolling, and then we're downhill. Once those girls get ready to go, we're there.
Also looking at the strategy from the Flint Monarchs, Crystal Bradford had finished with 16 points, but only 4 in the second half. Taylor Gleason, who you mentioned in the interview ahead of time, held scoreless in the game. What was your game plan to shut them down in the case of Bradford? What adjustments did you make on her to keep her quiet?
Well, we wanted to put her in pick and roll. We want to put her in the pick and roll, and then with Taylor Gleason, we wanted to make her a ball handler. We was going to run her off the line and make her a ball handler.
All right, and taking a look at the roster for today's game, Bree Blair is going to be playing overseas, so that's a change. How are you going to adjust as a team to make up for the loss of such an intense player and such a dynamic backcourt scorer?
Well, it's next woman up. Shantae Glenn gave us good minutes last week, so she's going to step into the starting lineup this week. And Zaporia Smith is someone, like I told you before last week, is my ace in the hole. I kind of know her from Governor State.
Taking a look at both games and talking about next woman up, in both games you've had 10 players on the score sheet scoring. Where does that kind of balance come from? Is it just unselfishness from the players, or have you tried to work like a system and a philosophy to get that kind of balance?
Well, on one hand, it is a system because we want to give you. I asked them, give me 2 to 3 hard minutes, and then at that point, come out and we're going to keep the pressure on. We're going to keep pressing. That's what we want to do.
Keela Beecham with a double-double in that game. She was able to play important minutes down the stretch in the fourth quarter. How's her game coming along?
Well, we've been texting all week long, and I told her she was giving me baby double-doubles. I said, I need you to give me the best player on the court double-double today.
And finally, Coach, taking a look at the Milwaukee Aces, you're on their home court. They're an accomplished team, 2-1. What do you got to do to get the W today?
I think they like to go through Covington. She's out of University of Wisconsin, the 6'2" player. They want to go through her. They have shooters around her, but that's their go-to person. So we're going to try to put her in some pick and roll, and tire her out on the defensive end.
All right, good luck today, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
Chicago Breeze basketball. We're almost ready to go here from the gymnasium at Alverno College. I'm Mike Fleischman. That's Hami Arain. It's week 4 in the GWBA regular season. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. Let's start it off by looking at the starters for the visiting team, the Chicago Breeze. For the Breeze, they'll start number 10, Ariel Easton. She is a 5'5" shooting guard out of Northwest Missouri State. Next to her will be number 15, Kendra Shelton. Kendra Shelton, 6'1", coming to the team out of Jackson State University. Shantae Glenn will be the third starter in this lineup. Shantae Glenn, 5'5", out of Lewis University. Akaya Taylor, their 5'11" slashing forward, out of Michigan State University. And then rounding out the starting 5 for the Chicago Breeze, it's MC Smelzer. She's 6'2". She's right in the middle, and she is also out of Jackson State University. The home team today, the Milwaukee Aces. They will start number 1, Jerica Watson out of the University of Iowa. She is also their head coach. Mariah Morton, a 5'10" forward/guard next to her from Dartmouth University. Trisha Patton, also 5'10" in the starting lineup from Freed-Hardeman University. Carrie Stamps at 5'7" will be a guard out of Florida Atlantic. And then rounding out the starting lineup for the Milwaukee Aces, it's Mariah Brown, stands 6'1", out of the University of Miami. Hami, we've had a chance to take a look at the Milwaukee Aces as they're warming up. A little bit more size at guard, but I found myself wondering who on the Milwaukee Aces is going to be able to stop the ball and deal with the smaller, more athletic guards of the Chicago Breeze.
Well, as long as they can keep up with them on the defensive end, closing out the right way, boxing out on defense, I think the Aces will be fine. But I think the question is, can the Breeze, can they make their shots today? They look good in the warm-up.
This will be Shelton facing off against Brown for the tip, and we are underway from Alverno College. Tip controlled by Shelton, and the Breeze will start it off. Here's Glenn up top. Swings right to Taylor. They go high post to MC Smelzer. That's off. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll be out of bounds off the Chicago Breeze, and the Milwaukee Aces will get their first possession of the game.
Yeah, I don't know about that possession for the Breeze. They kind of rushed it. MC did. She was triple teamed and shot that.
Stamps for the Aces, gets it ahead to Mariah Morton. They go inside. There's Jerica. Shot is disrupted by MC Smelzer. Down goes Watson, and here come the Breeze. Shantae Glenn, right wing, gives it back up top. Ariel Easton. Ariel Easton looking at a 2-3 zone. Akaya Taylor steps past her assignment, goes in to get it. Ball is tipped out. There's Taylor rushing out to tip it, and they'll say last touch by Trisha Patton. It's Breeze basketball.
MC making up for that miss on the other end with that block over there. And Taylor, of course, always hustling to get that board. Still scoreless here.
Shantae Glenn sets it up. It goes to Ariel Easton. Ariel Easton on the wing. She drives in baseline. We have a whistle. Play will stop. They'll get Trisha Patton with the foul.
I thought Easton was shooting, but they're going to say it's baseline. And they're looking for a timeout. We got it here.
Duval Richardson asks for a timeout. Duval Richardson gets a timeout, and so with 9:16 left in the first quarter, 44 seconds have gone by. We've seen one foul. We've seen a couple of missed shots. These teams are starting to feel each other out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that Aces possession ended up in the block, and the Breeze with a jump shot by Smelzer. Not the greatest idea. She kind of rushed it a little bit, but let's see what the Breeze can come up with here, trying to get the first points of the game. I thought Easton was fouled. I thought she was going to shoot free throws, but they're going to say it's baseline.
They'll say it was on the floor before the shot, so here's Shantae Glenn underneath the Aces basketball looking to inbounds it. They find Smelzer. She puts a move on. She kicks it back out to Ariel Easton for three. No good. Rebound comes down to Morton. Here come the Milwaukee Aces. Morton's going to pull it back. She's got Glenn on her. Morton looking to go right. Here's the handoff up top. Ball bounces out of the hands of Patton. Now she'll pick it up again, and the Aces will reset. 12 on the shot clock. Looking for Watson inside. Glenn didn't need to touch it, and it will stay Milwaukee basketball. Couple of times they've had Jerica Watson coming free underneath, but then the rotation arrives just in time. Morton to inbound. She's got to get it in. She finds Stamps on the wing. Reaching in is Ariel Easton, and they will get the first Breeze team foul. Easton with a little bit of greed on that one. Mariah Morton's going to inbound. They'll put 24 seconds back on the shot clock for the Aces. Morton ready to inbound. Morton finds Stamps. Stamps working right wing again. She's got Easton on her. Easton talking. Here's the screen. Free throw line jumper's too strong. MC Smelzer as the ball tipped out, and now it goes inside to Watson again, and Watson on the left baseline able to lay it in. There's the first 2 points of the ball game. They belong to Jerica Watson of the Milwaukee Aces. 8:27 left to go. Shantae Glenn handling it up top. They go into the left corner. That's Akaya Taylor. Now back up top to Glenn. She's got the three. No! Akaya Taylor is everywhere. She grabs the offensive rebound. Here come the Breeze resetting. Ariel Easton goes back up top to Glenn. Glenn steps it back to the Inferno's logo. Now she swings it right. Easton's open for three, too strong. Again, Shantae Glenn tracks it down, and then there's a bad pass, and unable to control it is Terry Stamps. It'll stay Breeze basketball, fresh 24 on the clock.
Yeah, Stamps read Easton like a book there, almost going for that steal. Good hustle from Akaya Taylor, keeping this possession alive.
If you read the scouting report on Shantae Glenn, she's quick, but she can throw an errant pass every once in a while. There's Easton off on the baseline jumper. Jerica Watson with the rebound, pushing it up ahead on the break.
What a pass!
Bounce pass by Mariah Morton, and Terry Stamps gets the easiest two she's going to have.
What a fantastic lead pass by Morton.
4-0 Milwaukee. There's a flash pass inside. MC Smelzer looking to go high-low. Smelzer with a bad pass. Now we have a 2-on-1 breakout. Morton on the finish, and now this is a 6-2, 6-0 run in the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this
down.
game.
She's holding onto her
Morton
knee.
has gone down hard. I did not watch the finish of that play as a number of Milwaukee Aces are running with a great deal of concern heading that way. At the dead ball, Letitia Bennett will check in for the Chicago Breeze, and hopefully Mariah Morton is okay. She is still down up against the padding behind the basket. Morton with a big head of steam. Looks like she might have just gone straight into the wall.
Yeah, I saw her face as she went down. She was grimacing in pain, holding onto that knee just very tightly. This is a very scary moment here because we saw Morton in the warm-ups, and we're talking about how she has an endless amount of moves. This would be a big loss for Milwaukee. She's been off to a fast start too.
Yeah, very impressive with the ball in her hands. She's very fast with the ball in her hands, can pick it up, can throw the ball in directions that she's not moving accurately, as a great way of leading the recipients of her passes. Looks like Keila Beecham will enter the game for the first time for the Breeze at the dead ball. Beecham wearing number 30. She's a 6 foot tall veteran. She played college at the University of Kansas and Cal State Polytechnic. She has played with the Chicago Blaze, the New York Liberty. She has played in Greece, Poland, Turkey, Spain, and Romania.
How about
she
that?
is a U.S. women's national team gold medalist, and she is a presence down low for the Chicago Breeze team. Meanwhile, Mariah Morton is still down on the court. They are not moving that knee. There is a great deal of concern happening right now, and we will stay in this official timeout as we deal with the situation going on with Mariah Morton. Let's reset the game a little bit. We're 2 minutes and 29 seconds in. I'm Mike Fleischman. That's Hami Arain. It's the GWBA Chicago Breeze versus the Milwaukee Aces. We're live at Alverno College. So glad you could be with us today. A 6-0 run out by the Milwaukee Aces, and then this very concerning injury to Mariah Morton, as they still have not moved her. It looks like they might. No, they are not going to stand her up at this point, and so we will remain in this official injury timeout. I want to remind you that coming up next Saturday from Hales Franciscan High School in Chicago, the Chicago Breeze will be taking on the Illinois Warriors. Tip for that game is at 3 p.m. Make sure to follow us on social media. Watch our game recaps on YouTube. We are on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We have a great Facebook group. Learn all you need to know about the Breeze and what's going on. Coming up next Saturday, that's June 30th, from Hales Franciscan High School, a home game for the Chicago Breeze. Hopefully they'll be coming into that home game with the undefeated record.
It's been a good start for this season for the Breeze so far. I mean, we know last week they got, some will call it luck if it was a 1-point game, but, I mean, hey, a win's a win. Anything they can get.
The way they've been finishing games, I would not use the term luck. They've been finishing so strong. They have 7 made free throws
Morton's getting on
in
her
the
feet
fourth
now.
quarter. Yeah, Morton is getting on. She is not going to put any weight on that left knee. Nope. Yeah, this is going to be a long trip off there. She's starting to put a little weight on it.
I don't think I've ever seen an injury like this, Mike. I mean, where someone has just been this badly injured.
Now, this is a tough one. Sam Price, the reigning GWBA Player of the Week, will take her spot in the lineup when play resumes. Plus Price for the Aces as the Breeze look to get the lid off the basket. They go on to the left wing. There's a Kaya Taylor. Now back up top, Glenn. Nice touch pass into MC. Inside, outside to Letitia Bennett. She throws up an air ball, and Jericho Watson is battling a Kaya Taylor. Neither of them will touch it. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Aces basketball. Another empty trip down the court for the Chicago Breeze. In the game is Julie Rader, and we have a whistle. Play will stop.
I think it was a delay of game, maybe? Yeah, I believe so.
Now we'll be ready to go here. Bringing it up, that's Terry Stamps working along the right wing. She's got Glenn on her. Stamps goes into the post to Brown. Mariah Brown with a nice step-through move. Doesn't hit the basket, but the whistle blows.
Ace is trying to get 2 more on the board now.
They'll get Keela Beecham for the foul. That's her first, team second. And that will send Mariah Brown to the free throw line looking for her first points of the ball game. Quick release up with the right hand. She knocks the first one down, no problem. 7-0 run to start this game for the Aces. Brown looking for one more. This one is left far short, right into the hands of Akaya Taylor. Taylor gets it up to Glenn. Breeze need a good possession here, need an easy basket. They find Keela Beecham. It goes in and out, rolls around the rim. No good, another one and done. Rebound pulled down by Anna Lewin for the Milwaukee Aces. They want to walk on the bench. They won't get it. Corner 3, meanwhile, for Anna Lewin is good.
10-0. How about this?
And it's a 10-0 run. They find Letitia Bennett in the corner. It goes in and out. It's tipped out once again. Here comes Price. Price with an open look at 3. She knocks it down. 13-0 run as Sam Price gets the tray. Jaleesa Olive and Zaporia Smith will check in for the Breeze as Duval Richardson is looking for an answer here. Shante again flashes it into MC. Smells her with the free throw line jumper. And finally the Breeze are on the board. It's 13-2, 6:09 left to go here in the first. Bringing it up is Terry Stamps. Terry Stamps working the right side again. and Terry Stamps just dribbled it off her foot. That was a nice little aggressive step in by Shantae Glenn to just fake out Terry Stamps. So Glenn will sit down, Bennett will sit down, Olive and Zaporia Smith will come back in.
And a timeout on the court.
We'll get a Milwaukee Aces timeout. Akaya Taylor is in the huddle, being very vocal right now. She's handling this timeout herself, talking to this team.
Duval Richardson letting the players speak it out, and that's the right thing to do. This team, Milwaukee, just loving to run right now. They're pretty much getting all fast break points. That three by Sam Price was a very ballsy shot, and she got that to go.
Yeah, the Breeze are getting the looks, but they're just not knocking them down right now. This is a problem that they need to solve themselves. And Coach Richardson stepping back, letting them do it. It's a pleasure to watch him work. Pleasure to interview him. Here's Zaporia Smith. She steps it over, crosses it over, knocks it down. Top of the key, 4-3. It is now 13-5 in favor of the Aces.
I know the game just started, but it's a huge shot right there.
There's a little drive and kick. Price likes the three from the left wing. It's short. Underneath the basket is Anna Lewin. Lewin will get 2 shots and she puts it up and she's fouled.
Zaporia Smith kind of laughing that one off. I don't know about that call, Mike. That one seemed kind of weak for a 2-shot foul.
They'll get Zaporia Smith on the foul, so stepping to the line, it's Anna Lewin. First one is up and short for Lewin, and checking in for the Breeze. Sitting down is Smelzer, checking in is Bree Smith. So Lewin already has 3 points on the game on a made 3. Missed the first. Southpaw puts it up, misses the second, but right underneath the basket, it's offensive rebounded out to Price. That one is no good. Unfortunately, Beecham is there for the rebound. No one boxed out Brown that time. Here's Zaporia Smith, top of the key. She swings it left to Jaleesa Olive. Olive drives baseline. Now she comes back up top to Zaporia. Zaporia steps to the line. That's a long 2, and Zaporia Smith has got some answers. It's now 13-7. 7-0 run by the Aces.
It's good recovery by Akaya Taylor, not letting Smith hit that.
Brown swings it into the left corner. There's Lewin for 3, and Lewin's got a couple of threes to go down so far. Lewin has 6 points here in the first quarter. We're halfway gone in the first. It's 16-7. Someone's got to get out on Lewin and get a hand in her face. Zaporia Smith slowing it down for the Breeze. She picks up her dribble, top of the key. Finds Keela Beecham. Beecham in a crowd, kicks it out to Jaleesa Olive. Olive's shot is no good. Akaya Taylor is going to run down this offensive rebound. She's going to take the baseline jumper. She's short on that one. She's going to try and run it down again. Price has it, and then Jaleesa Olive is going to foul Price. For Jaleesa Olive, that's her first foul, team's 4th.
Tough break for the Breeze there. Olive trying to go for that loose ball. At least she thought it was loose ball. But a foul called.
Price had her hands on that one. Akaya Taylor is more of the player you want running down those loose balls as they careen. Hey, and Terry Stamps almost lost the dribble again. She gets it to Brown. Brown with the free throw line jumper knocks it down. Thought I saw a little travel there from Brown, but referees didn't. So, hey, it's their job. Zaporia Smith drives it into the elbow. Now she kicks it in. There's a great pass to Bree Smith. Bree Smith goes up and under. Shot is no good, but she is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2 shots.
I mean, it's only an 11-point game. It certainly doesn't feel like that.
They'll get Mariah Brown on the personal foul. Bree Smith so far has played in the game against the Indiana Bandits, where she had 2 points. First one is up and good, absolutely no problem. Great free throw form there for Brianna Smith. Brianna Smith out of Moraine Valley Community College. And both of them are up and good for Brianna Smith. 3:58 to go. It is 18-9 as the Aces have doubled up the Breeze. Rader handling up top. Rader puts it on the floor. She dribbles right. Now she gives it back to Lewin, top of the key. Lewin looking for somewhere to go. Swings it to the left wing. Going in and in a crowd. Stamps leaves it short. Rebound to who else but Keela Beecham. Here comes Zaporia Smith. Zaporia Smith is going to draw the foul as Price and Price and Brown converge there.
I think you meant to say Jaleesa there.
Yeah, Jaleesa Olive. My bad. That's Jaleesa Olive driving into that crowd.
That's a great defensive possession by the Breeze on that last one there.
And that's a foul. That's a second personal foul on Mariah Brown. Here's Akaya Taylor on the right wing. Akaya Taylor, they're going to isolate her. Now they'll go up top. Zaporia Smith, or Jaleesa Olive likes the range. Keela Beecham trying to track down the rebound. It's picked up by Price. Price is going to drive in on Olive. Price driving baseline, dribbles out of bounds, and that's an unforced error right there for the Aces, as they could have pulled that one back. It's Breeze basketball.
Yeah, that's 2 now for the Aces, almost 3 a couple possessions ago for Stamps. But the Breeze, let's see if they can take advantage of this. I mean, as long as they can keep it within 7.
18-9 ball game. Breeze with a lot of isolation dribbling right now. Need a few more set plays. There's Akaya Taylor dribbling on the right wing, getting it into Keela Beecham. Nice quick hands to deflect the ball as Jericho Watson.
Oh, now Price is down.
And now we have an injury timeout. This is actually doubly not in favor of the Aces, as they had Jericho Watson going out on the fast break, but Sam Price is now down. So the injury bug here at the gym at Alverno College working against the Aces. Sam Price, the reigning GWBA Player of the Week.
It's not looking good for her either.
She is down. 2:51 left to go here in the first quarter. It is 18-9 in favor of the Milwaukee Aces. I'm Mike Fleischman. With me is Hami Arain. Price is still down. This is also a knee.
This is also a very ugly situation here. It's the same left knee that Morton also hurt. I'm not sure if she landed on it.
Yeah, I was screened off of being able to see exactly what happened to Price as Jericho Watson had the basketball and was looking to start the fast break going in the other direction. And there is
can't even.
I mean, there's not maybe the same amount of concern by her teammates. This might be just the worst cramp.
It could be. It could be. It definitely could be. Because she's definitely not moving that knee.
Yeah, it's tough to see what happened there. For the Breeze, meanwhile, a lot of one and done trips. We've seen them be able to get a couple of resets through Akaya Taylor's hustle, but I'd like to see a little bit more moving towards the basket from the Breeze. They can put a lot of size out on the court. They've got small, quick guards, and when you've got a lineup that has Bree Smith, who stands 6'1", Keela Beecham, who stands an even 6 feet, and then Akaya Taylor, who stands 5'11", you can really get stuff moving towards the basket, and you've got some strong, fast players that you can work with.
And it's also needing that ball handling kind of motor engine. You know, we saw that with Brie Blair and all that last week, today, no one really taking that initiative, at least from the point guard perspective.
Yeah, of course, this team is playing their first game without Brie Blair, who will be playing in Iceland. And it's a great story because Brie Blair has been absolutely incredible for the Chicago Breeze, more than deserving of that overseas basketball contract, as they're going to have to carry Sam Price out of the gym. Mariah Brown carrying her out of the gym. So that's more than a cramp, folks.
Yeah.
Some tough news so far, as Price and Mariah Morton both out of the game now. Very doubtful that either of them return.
It's a shame.
Yeah, checking in for the Aces is 00 Anya Covington. Now, so Covington, this will be Aces basketball, as the fast break was cut short by the injury. So Covington will inbound. She'll get it to Stamps, and Stamps will work against Jaleesa Olive. Stamps going right, as she has been. Watson kicks it back out to Lewin. Lewin stepping through, tries to drive and kick. Lewin walks with the basketball. That's a turnover by the Aces. And with 2:39 left to go in the first quarter, it's going to be Chicago Breeze basketball, trailing by 9. It's 18-9 in favor of the Milwaukee Aces.
And that's 18 points mostly on the run for the Aces. So if the Breeze can slow it down here, play their own game, More passing, too, as you mentioned earlier.
More free throws. Looking to post up Beecham. Beecham on Watson. They go into Bree Smith. Bree Smith, 2 dribbles. Dribbles it off of her foot. And now it looks like they're gonna get a foul call here. They're gonna get number 24, Lewin.
I think it was a reach-in. I mean, some flashes of brilliance on the defensive end for the Breeze.
Absolutely.
Just on offense, they're selling for long twos.
So here's Zaporia Smith once again. Zaporia Smith
She's got a 3.
Got some room. She's got the range. She airballs it. Missed everything. And no one touches it. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be Aces basketball. Zaporia Smith has range for that shot. Hasn't been able to. Well, she's gotten 5 points down for the Breeze, but was way short on that one. Flash pass inside to Covington. Covington posts up on Bree Smith on the left block. She leaves that shot short off the front iron. Jericho Watson finds Julie Rader. Julie Rader with an easy jump shot
That was
for
almost
2 points.
a rainbow from like 3 feet.
20-9, Zaporia Smith into the corner. It's Beecham. Beecham goes back up top. Jaleesa Olive for 3. No, Akaya Taylor wanted it, but Lewin snatches it down. Great box out by Lewin. Stamps goes through everyone. No one stops the ball. Layup way too strong. Stamps cleans up her own miss, and right underneath the basket, Stamps lays it in. Ace is getting whatever they want right now.
Yeah, Stamps rewarded there, getting her own rebound at the right place at the right time.
75 seconds left to go. MC Smelzer will check in at the next dead ball. Zaporia Smith gets it to keel up Beecham. Beecham guarded by Watson. They swing it back to Zaporia Smith. The fronting on the post-ups is just taking away
Shot
the
clock
entry
at 2.
pass. And Zaporia Smith shoots an air ball into the arms of Jericho Watson.
What a pass!
That is a great pass up ahead to Stamps. Stamps finishes it, and it is 24-9. Frustration now on the face of the Chicago Breeze. Akaya Taylor is upset, and Jaleesa Olive looking for an answer here. 40 seconds left to go. Jaleesa Olive taking it to the rack. Can't finish. Tipped out by Bree Smith. Controlled by Rader. Here comes Lewin. It's 2-on-3. And in the corner is Stamps for 3. Just missed it. Keela Beecham on the rebound. 24 seconds left to go. 1 second separating shot and game. Zaporia Smith guarded by Stamps. Working on the right side. They're going to clear it out. Here comes Bree Smith to set the screen. Zaporia with a little give and go to Smith, and it's not handled well by Smith. Here's a turnover.
Oh, no.
You didn't need to shoot that quite when you did. The Breeze out of sorts here in this first quarter. They've been outscored 24-9 as the Aces will have 1.2 seconds and the ball underneath their own basket. Looks like they're just going to inbound it to Stamps and let the time run out. They will. And with the first quarter at an end, frustrating first quarter for the Chicago Breeze as they trail it 24-9. Meanwhile, the Aces are clicking, but the first quarter has extracted a toll, Tommy, as they've seen Sam Price and Mariah Morton have to come out of the game with injuries.
Yeah, it's a tough break for the Aces, but it seems like they're just picking up where they left off. Now, I know they only played with like about 2 or 3 minutes without Price, but they've looked pretty good without Morton forcing a lot of turnovers, running it back the other way. It's been all coasting for Milwaukee in this first quarter, but we've got 3 more quarters. We have a half hour left of game time, strictly game time. I think the Breeze can make a comeback, and they were in kind of a similar position against Indiana in week 1.
They were. The Bandits were able to run out on them. The thing that the Breeze do well is that they adjust. They make good adjustments coming out of huddles and timeouts. And the biggest adjustment they have to make, Hami, is playing without Bree Blair, who brought a ton of intensity. Some confusion as to who's going to be on the court for the Breeze. Now they've got it figured out. It's going to be Stiles, Glenn, Smelzer, Easton, and then Kendra Shelton for the Breeze. Meanwhile, it's Stamps, Patton, Brown, Lewin, and Covington. A very large lineup for the Milwaukee Aces.
So let's see what we got going on here as the Aces will inbound. This is Stamps bringing it up for Milwaukee against Zaporia Smith. Getting it to Brown. Brown with the spin move and lays it in. So Mariah Brown getting the little floater, and she gets the basket. So Shantae Glenn now has it. Pull-up 2 is off the mark. It was way short. Loose ball underneath. It's going to be Milwaukee basketball. It's going to be going off of Ariel Easton's hands. And here comes Milwaukee. Walking it up the court. This is Stamps against Smith. Full court press from the Breeze already. And now Stamps will have it at the top of the key again. On the drive, little floater, and it's off the mark. That's going to be loose, and it will remain with Milwaukee basketball.
A crowd of Chicago Breeze right there resulted in that rebound being tipped out, and the Aces will get another chance, exactly what they don't need right now if you're rooting for the Chicago Breeze. Long inbound pass goes to Patton. Patton looking for somewhere to go. She goes to Stamps. Stamps guarded by Stiles. There's Covington. Smelser fronts her. Covington with a pass just goes right through it, and now it is 28-9. 4-0 run to start the second quarter by the Aces. MC Smelser goes inside to Kendra Shelton. Shelton's shot is blocked underneath. Deanna Stiles picks it up. Stiles slashing in hard. She goes down to the ground. She'll get a couple of shots as she's fouled. They'll get 0-0. Anya Covington on the foul. That'll be the 5th team foul.
We talked about the size earlier at the game for Milwaukee. It's really making a difference in this one. Playing the passing lanes on the defensive end. Throwing up their arms to contest shots as Deanna hits the first.
Deanna Stiles, a 5'3" guard. Stiles out of West Virginia State University. Gets 1 of 2. Breeze finally in double figures.
And Breeze ball.
Yeah, Lewin just dribbled it right off her.
Oh, they're going to say Milwaukee basketball.
They'll say Milwaukee basketball.
I don't know about that.
Nope, don't know about that one. That looked like Lewin's foot just committed a turnover. They go deep outside once again to Patton. Covington now on the elbow. Flash pass inside to Patton. She can't finish it. Nice idea, but poor execution. Ariel Easton coast to coast. Too strong. Rebound inside. Kendra Shelton grabs it. It's tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay Breeze basketball.
Just one possession at a time for the Breeze, as long as they can get some points.
MC Smelser takes the inbound. Smelser puts it on the floor. Couple of dribbles up top to Stiles. Stiles straight in, running downhill. MC Smelser with the rebound. It's tipped out, and now it's going to be 2-on-2. Here comes Stamps. Stamps trying to get it to Covington. And they'll go out of bounds. They'll say that's a turnover on the Aces.
Taylor coming back in for MC Smelser.
Smelser will sit down. Akaya Taylor with it. So Deanna Stiles' free throw is the only point so far in the quarter for the Chicago Breeze. Deanna Stiles crosses it over. Stiles kicks it to Akaya Taylor. Taylor takes baseline. There's a great drive by Akaya Taylor.
We need more of that from Taylor and everyone on the Breeze. Coach
Richardson telling everyone, get down, play defense, do it right now. It'll be Deanna Stiles up top against Stamps. This is going to be a good matchup. Stiles can really put you in her pocket. She gives it off to Patton.
Oh,
Patton
there you
driving
say.
it in.
You
and
called
there's
it.
Stiles. Stiles takes it away. 3-on-3. Shantae Glenn underneath. Now she'll pull it back. Kendra Shelton for 2.
Nice play by the Breeze right there. Taking it one play at a time.
28-14 as the Aces are still doubled up on the Chicago Breeze. Stamps getting some instruction. She's got Stiles on her. Stamps says, clear it out. Let me deal with this myself. Into Covington. Covington tries to turn on Taylor. Nice high low, and Mariah Brown did everything except put it in the basket right there. You've seen the Aces get those looks at the basket, be unable to finish here in the second. Shantae Glenn, 7 minutes left to go till halftime.
Watch out!
Ariel Easton getting sloppy as she's trying to listen to Duval Richardson. Easton goes past it. There's Stiles thinking about the three. She takes it short, and the rebound goes to Covington. Styles not a great shooter from distance. She should have thought better about that one. Akaya Taylor tries to disrupt it. She does. Shot is no good. Here comes Ariel Easton. Easton pushing it hard downhill. Easton with a pull-up jumper from the free throw line, too strong. Rebounded by Lewin underneath the basket. There were 3 Breeze and 1 ace, and the ace got it. Now here's a turnover on a bad pass. Taylor takes it away. The flash into Kendra Shelton goes off her hands as controlled by Milwaukee.
Let's see if they can bring this up the court.
Hey, you gotta get up court. Yeah, 8 seconds.
That's 8 seconds.
That's 10 seconds.
That's a 10-second call, yeah. She just sort of strolled it up the court.
Stamps is in disbelief, but she was nowhere near half court. She was making absolutely no effort to get up there.
I'm pretty sure the fact that we said that is they made that call then.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think they knew.
Flash into Akaya Taylor. Akaya Taylor takes baseline on a pump fake. She throws it right. She's looking for Sierra Anderson, who's seeing her first minutes of the GWBA season. Both teams seem to have lost concentration here in the last 3 minutes. It's 28-14, 6:06 left to go till halftime. Covington inbounds it to Stamps. Stamps has got Sierra Anderson on her. Stamps working on the left side. Stamps gives it to Brown. Back to Stamps. Stamps likes the shot. She gets it to rim out. Rebound to Patton. Patton up to Stamps. Stamps takes the lane, looking for Covington. Covington has it taken away. It deflects off the Breeze. It'll stay right here. Aces basketball, 16 on the shot clock.
Kai Taylor looking for that charge call. Is that a timeout? I think it is, yeah, timeout for the Aces.
The Aces will get a timeout. They'll head back to their bench. Haven't seen too many baskets go down so far here in the second quarter. The Breeze have outscored the Aces by 5-4, but you need more than that.
Yeah.
Tommy, when you've got this kind of deficit, you need to get some turnovers, some fast breaks working.
Yeah, I mean, the Breeze are committing more turnovers. I mean, that just seems like the constant of the game so far. They're just committing turnovers on the offensive end, missing easy shots. I mean, the Aces have missed more easy shots, but the Breeze have missed a lot of like open mid-range jumpers. Not enough passing. Like I said, I mean, that motor with Bree Blair, I mean, you know, it's probably understandable. This is their first game without her. Things might be a little off.
Yeah, we saw the Chicago Breeze really rise to the occasion with a little home cooking. That 77-76 victory over the Flint Monarchs. The Flint Monarchs handed the Milwaukee Aces their only loss of the season. So the Aces are a beatable team, but boy, they are well coached today. They're running the break well, and their bigs are passing.
Yeah,
they're going high-low very well. They're using weak side cuts behind the defense. Stamps on the right wing. Brown posts up to Akaya Taylor. Brown with a nice move back to the basket. That's some good stuff by Brown. Brown has 7 points, and it is 30-14 now, a 16-point deficit for the Breeze. Shantae Glenn working up top. Shantae Glenn takes it back to the logo. Coming across, setting the pick is MC Smelzer. Glenn gives it to Akaya Taylor. They go into Smelzer. Smelzer working on Covington, and Smelzer's going to draw the foul, go to the line for 2. They'll get Covington. That's her second personal foul. That's the 6th team foul, so it's a 1-and-1 bonus from here to the end of the quarter, Hami, for the Breeze. And that bodes well because when you've got a double-digit deficit, you got to score some points with the clock stopped.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
MC Smelzer has 2 in the game. Her first trip to the line. First one is up and good. Jericho Watson checking back in for the Aces. Covington sitting down. One more for Smelzer here. Smelzer, one bounce, bends the knees, puts it up, knocks it down. Great trip to the line by Smelzer. Stamps is going to be guarded by Sierra Anderson. Stamps goes past Anderson, a little drive and kick to Patton. Looking for Brown, she's got Smelzer on her, kicks it back out to Stamps. Stamps eyes the 3, ball is on the ground, picked up by the Breeze. Shantae Glenn, great pass into Taylor, and Taylor with the finish. Akaya Taylor has 4, and it's 30-18 now.
Breeze just need to chip this away for the rest of this half.
They need that from Shantae Glenn. The quick bounce pass to a cutter. Rader up top, gives it to Brown. Brown has Glenn out on her, settles for a long shot and knocks it down.
What a shot.
Mariah Brown showing you the range. It's 32-18. Akaya Taylor kicks it out to Sierra Anderson. Sierra Anderson puts up an air ball. It bounces out of bounds. It'll be Aces basketball. Not what you want to see from Anderson.
I got to say, Mike, if you're open for three, it's inexcusable to air ball.
We've seen a couple of air balls from the Chicago Breeze as the Aces seem to know who they can sag off on and who they need to guard. Patton in the corner, guarded by Ariel Easton. Ariel Easton just got screened out of the way by Jericho Watson. Watson with the cross-court pass. That's Stamps, and Stamps knocks it down for three. Stamps' first points of the second quarter. It's 35-18. Akaya Taylor on the other ends. Patton almost took it away from her. They go back up top. Shantae Glenn gives it to Ariel Easton. Easton gets the pick. Ariel skies it for three. Does everything but fall. Jericho Watson running the fast break. Gets it to Rader. Rader pulls up from the left elbow. Shot is way too strong. Right into the arms of Glenn. We are under 3 minutes and 30 seconds here to go. It's 35-18. Shantae Glenn drive and kick to Zaporia Smith. Zaporia Smith right in front of the Aces bench. Almost lost the handle. MC Smelzer turns, faces up. Shot is no good. Rebound goes to Patton. And now Stamps fell over. She's going to pick it up. She's fine. Jericho Watson now handling top of the key. She's got Akaya Taylor on her. Ball goes into the corner. Stamps on the right side.
What a
Flash pass inside to Brown. Pass again. The extra pass out to Patton, and she drains it for three. 38-18. It's back out to it's a 20-point lead, biggest lead of the ball game for the Milwaukee Aces. They've gone into a 2-3 zone. Shantae Glenn standing in front of it, looking for MC Smelzer. Smelzer's shot is short. There's the rebound. It's another quick one and done by the Breeze. And there's Stamps taking it aggressively in, and she'll draw the foul. They'll get that foul on number 2, Shantae Glenn. That's her first and the team's fifth. Team's sixth, I should say. So it's a one and bonus from here on out for both teams. This will be Rader for the Aces to inbound. Rader inbounds to Stamps. Stamps has just been running this team for the Milwaukee Aces. Brown goes between the legs. That's too much dribbling from Brown, and Brown just fouled Shantae Glenn while she was on the ground. That's not a bad idea by Brown right there.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous, though. She tried to trip her over.
Yeah, stopping the break is important, but that is Brown's third foul. And so it's one in the bonus, and so an opportunity here for some points. Shantae Glenn will step to the free throw line.
It's a very important here by Shantae. Any point they can get.
Shantae Glenn, the left-hander. First one is up and nothing but net.
That's her first point of the game.
Glenn was huge down the stretch against the Flint Monarchs. See if she can help her team get back into this game. Second one is up, gets a little rim and drops down. Shantae Glenn makes it 38-20. 2:22 left on the time clock here as we head towards halftime. Stamps gives it to Watson. Watson crosses it over. Watson on the elbow. Watson to Lewin. Now it flashes into Covington. Covington with a nice find. Watson on the baseline. And Jericho Watson drops it in. No problem at all.
Beautiful no-look pass by Covington.
Yep. MC Smelzer takes the baseline. She stepped on that baseline. And that's a turnover going back to the Milwaukee Aces. It's 40-20 with 1:58 left to go. Covington inbounds it to Stamps. Stamps will be guarded by Zaporia Smith. Swings it right to Lewin. Now they go back up top to Patton. Patton finds Covington on the elbow. She's got Akaya Taylor on her. She puts it on the floor. Now she's in trouble. Akaya Taylor trying to take it away. Now she's being hounded by Easton. Pass goes to Stamps. Stamps steps past her defensive assignment. Can't get it down. Shantae Glenn running the break. Shantae Glenn's going to pull it up, pull it back. Flashes inside to MC Smelzer. Smelzer too strong. Rebound by Covington. Up ahead to Jerica Watson. Jerica looking to pass as she always is. Gets it to Stamps. She knocks it down and draws the foul.
Wow, what a run by Stamps.
They'll say no shot.
No basket, okay.
That is a fortuitous no shot as Akaya Taylor draws her first foul. And so that will put Stamps on the line for a 1-and-1. Checking in is Letitia Bennett. Sitting down is Ariel Easton. Ariel Easton has not gotten into the scorebook yet, so a frustrating first half for a lot of these Chicago Breeze players as Stamps eyes it, skies it, and makes it. 41-20. That one rims out, and MC Smelzer fighting for that loose ball, and her and Covington go down. They'll say jump ball. Boy, that is some great work by Covington.
Yeah, it's a tough break for the Breeze right there. You'd think that they'd get the rebound right to them, and then next thing you know, the ball is loose on the floor.
Two crucial players are out of this game for the Milwaukee Aces, and they're winning almost every hustle situation.
Yeah. Smelzer will jump with Covington here. Smelzer wins.
Yeah, Smelzer going up, and then Zaporia Smith in a crowd. And she'll be fouled by Lewin.
So free throws here.
Yep, Lewin, that's her second foul. 8th team foul for the Milwaukee Aces, and that'll put Zaporia Smith out of Governor State on the free throw line. Zaporia Smith with the 1-and-1. She's got 5 in the game so far. This is her first trip to the charity stripe. No problem on the first one. She'll get a shot at another one. And before she does, we're going to have a timeout. The Chicago Breeze have been shocked a bit here in this Alverno College gym, Hami.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of hustle and effort by the Aces right now. The Aces weren't showing a ton of energy in pregame, and then they came out just ready to run.
Yeah. I mean, as we see, Price is there on the crutches over there, and I did see Morton stand up a little bit. So it's nice to see that they're both back on the bench. But yeah, you're right. Lots of running from Milwaukee Aces, transition basketball, and passing for days.
Yeah, that extra pass, those cross-court passes, they clearly practiced that as the second one goes down for Zaporia Smith. It's 41-22, lead is 19 for the Aces. Stamps will be guarded by Shantae Glenn. Covington tries to screen her off. They go to Patton. Patton on the wing goes back up top. Jerica Watson. Jerica Watson looking to pass. Now she takes it in on Smelzer. Layup is no good. Shantae Glenn, we're under a minute to go. Here comes Glenn. Glenn dribbling with her head up. Glenn goes right past it, and then the ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. And they'll say last touch by the Chicago Breeze. And Lewin will inbound it for the Aces. Another costly turnover there. Glenn trying to work past her assignment. And everyone on the Breeze sideline wanted a foul. They did not get it there. Patton working up top. They go to Covington on the elbow. Covington turns in on Taylor. She kicks it to Stamps. Stamps with the 3, hits front iron. There's a good rebound by Letitia Bennett. And the ball will go to Zaporia Smith. 23 seconds left to go. Zaporia Smith crosses it over, dribbling with the left hand. Zaporia Smith on the baseline. Shot is too strong, no good. There's Akaya Taylor. Shot clock is off. 12 seconds to go. Shantae Glenn going to bring it back out. 9. Glenn wants to pick. It's not coming. Here it is. 2 seconds left to go. Shantae Glenn turns and fires, and it's short. Breeze out of sorts on that final possession, and that's just an emblematic possession for this entire first half. As we go to halftime, it's 41-22 in favor of the Milwaukee Aces, and the Aces just doing everything they need to do despite some tough luck for the injury bug, Hami.
Yeah, that's right. As you've noticed, the Milwaukee Aces have scored, or I should say the Breeze have scored more points from the free throw line than they have in their field goal percentage. So only 6 points they've scored that wasn't from the free throw line. 7 points they've made at the line for the Breeze. So it's just been a little off, but it's mostly been the turnover game and the hustle from the Milwaukee Aces, who have came to play today.
They really have. It's just every bit of effort that you need to do, every extra pass, just a sheer impressive effort by the Milwaukee Aces so far. As I'm impressed by not only the way the Aces are playing, but just the way that everything's set up in here. We're coming into a visiting gym, and we're being treated with a lot of hospitality here by the home crowd. I'm Mike Fleischman. That's Hami Arain. We're at halftime. It's 41-22 in favor of these Milwaukee Aces. They've had such a tough situation and have responded so well to the injuries to Price and Morton. They just have come out and outplayed the Breeze in every aspect of the game. Let's take a look at the scoring so far for the Breeze. They've got 22 total. 1 point from Deanna Stiles, 2 points each from Kendra Shelton and Shantae Glenn, 2 for Brianna Smith, 4 points from MC Smelzer, 4 for Akaya Taylor, and then their leading scorer is Zaporia Smith, who has 7. Meanwhile, on the other side, taking a look at the Milwaukee Aces, I'm just going to run down the score sheet top to bottom for the Aces. Anya Covington has 2 points, has done some impressive work on the defensive side. She's getting a lot of boards. She's getting in the way of what the Breeze want to do. She's denied 3 separate entry passes that I've seen, Hami. Jerica Watson with 4 points. Sam Price with 3 before she goes out with the injury. Mariah Morton with 2 before she goes out with the injury. Trisha Patton with 3 points. 6 points for Anna Lewin. Terry Stamps has 10, so the first player in double figures. 9 points for Mariah Brown, including a long jumper and some nifty post moves. She does have 3 fouls, so she'll have to be careful. And then 2 for Julie Rader. So it's 41-22 at halftime. I'm Mike Fleischman. That's Hami Arain. It's the Chicago Breeze on the road at Alverno College playing the Milwaukee Aces. It's the GWBA, and we will be back for the second half. Mike Fleischman and Hami Arain back here. It's the Chicago Breeze and the GWBA currently staring down a 19-point deficit against the Milwaukee Aces as we are ready to go here in the second half. 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go. Hami, the Breeze need a night and day difference. They need to start getting the ball inside.
Yeah, I mean, and also take care of the ball too, and by all measures. Milwaukee scored more points in the first quarter than Chicago in the first half.
Yeah, really a discombobulated effort for the Chicago Breeze. If you're looking for positives, the Breeze are 9 of 10 from the free throw line. They've been getting to the line, particularly in that second quarter where they went to the line 8 different times, and we're 7 out of 8. It's Aces basketball to start here in the third quarter. There's Patton on the wing. Patton looking for Covington. Covington turns and fires and knocks it down. And Anya Covington has the first points of the second half on just the easiest little turnaround elbow jumper you're ever going to see. Ariel Easton gives it up top to Shantae Glenn. Shantae Glenn goes to MC Smelzer. MC Smelzer kicks it back out. They go to Easton on the right wing. Easton for 3, no good. Smelzer trying to claw it away, and it falls into the hands of Kendra Shelton. She gets it to Akaya Taylor. Taylor to Smelzer. It bounces off of Smelzer's hands, and then she throws it to Zaporia Smith on the bench, and it's Aces basketball. So a miss, an offensive rebound, a reset, and a turnover.
That's kind of been the story of the game so far for Chicago.
Has. So here's Stamps handling the ball for the Aces. Stamps just in complete control. Stamps almost double dribbled there but didn't as Shantae Glenn hounds her. This ball bounces off of Mariah Brown's hands. She saves it inbounds to MC Smelzer. Ariel Easton has to run it. She's got to take it in. Kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor has that baseline jumper that she likes and she knocks it down. She's got 6. It's 43-24. A minute gone here in the third quarter. Stamps flashes it into Covington, kicks it back out to Patton. Patton with a cagey little head fake. Stamps has position on the post. Great defense by Kendra Shelton after the fact. It falls No good. Comes to Akaya Taylor. Akaya Taylor spins in the lane, pulls up for the jumper. Akaya Taylor now has 8.
That's a beautiful move by Akaya.
Yeah, she's got to find some answers here against the Aces, and she's got to do it in the paint. That's an offensive foul in my humble opinion. But they're going to get Shantae Glenn on a blocking foul there. Shantae Glenn was turned around, and Stamps was just riding her down the court. But they'll get Shantae Glenn. That's her second personal foul. Deanna Stiles will check in at the next dead ball. Brown flashes it to Stamps. Stamps with a long 2. It's off. Kendra Shelton corrals the rebound. Here comes Ariel Easton. Ariel Easton got Stamps on her, goes right past her, goes right into Brown. She puts up the shot. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Can't ask for anything more for the Breeze so far to start this second half.
They'll get number 23, Trisha Patton, on the foul. First team foul, and Ariel Easton will be on the line. Ariel Easton looking for her first points of the ball game. You gotta get her going, Hami. She's too good to be scoreless so far into this game.
Yeah. Oh,
Easton's first shot is too strong. Shantae Glenn will sit down, and Deanna Stiles will come in. Nope, they'll bring Kendra Shelton out, and Stiles will go in, so the team will go a little bit smaller here. Ariel Easton misses the first, misses the second. MC Smelzer looking for the rebound, can't get it. There's a pass up ahead to Patton. Patton waits for Taylor to go sailing past her and lays it in for 2. Boy, that's a bad turn of events after a trip to the line for 2 free throws. Ariel Easton flashes in. Brown with the quick hands. It's attempted to save back out, and it's another turnover. Breeze just pressing a bit too much, having some trouble catching the passes. Covington down court to Brown. Fortunately, Smelzer is there. Almost caught the Breeze napping. Long cross-court pass to Lewin. Akaya Taylor stops it and kicks it, and it'll stay Aces basketball.
That's a great play by Taylor. Taylor's been playing pretty well today on the rebounding end, and obviously on making her plays on offense and making her presence known on defense.
There's a nice piece of defense by Ariel Easton disrupting the inbound pass. We'll do it again. It's 45-26. The lead stays 19 so far for the Milwaukee Aces.
Yeah, as long as the Breeze can keep the Aces off guard to call a timeout here. And it's not been a bad start for the Breeze so far the second half, but it hasn't been ideal.
No, the team, you can't afford to play even right now, Hami. If you play even, it's going to be a 19-point victory for the Aces.
Yeah.
You've got to do something to run out. You just have to start winning every possession, really, is what you need to do. There's no 19-point shot in basketball. You need to start just playing solid on every possession, getting yourself high percentage looks, playing within the flow of the game. If you start pressing, if you start throwing those passes too hard, if you start trying to overplay, you're going to get in foul trouble, and the Aces are just going to pick you apart. Aces inbounding underneath the Breeze basketball. They get into Stamps. Stamps finds Covington. Covington from the right block turns around, knocks it down. Covington settling into the rhythm of this game. Shantae Glenn goes right past Stamps. Great pass into Smelzer. It goes off Smelzer's hands. Smelzer needs to turn around, run the floor hard back in the other direction. Lewin now. Lewin looking up top to Brown. Brown walked with it, and that's a Aces turnover.
Well, keep in mind, Smelzer does have that cast on her hand, which could make it harder to catch passes, especially these fast ones coming from Shantae Glenn.
21-point lead, 47-26. Glenn slows it down against Stamps to get it to Stiles. Stiles working left side against Lewin. Now they swing it to Ariel Easton. Easton goes into the corner for Glenn. Akaya Taylor on the baseline. No one's guarding Taylor. She likes the shot. Smelzer trying to corral the rebound, and it'll be out of bounds off of Lewin, so it'll stay Breeze basketball. 22 on the shot clock. Rader will check back in. Lewin will sit down. Shantae Glenn to inbound underneath the Aces basketball. They go right into Smelzer. Smelzer too strong. Akaya Taylor rips down the offensive rebound, turns around, knocks it down, and Hami Arain says, ooh, and he's right. That was a real nice offensive rebound turnaround putback by Akaya Taylor.
That's another player who's got moves for days.
Taylor is an NAIA championship winner with St. Francis. There's Stamps for 3. Stamps knocks it down, and the Aces have 50.
Whatever the Breeze answer with, it's just not enough so far.
Keela Beecham will check in at the next dead ball. Shante Glenn bounces it into the corner to Ariel Easton. Ariel Easton stepping into a jump shot. It's far too strong. Easton's been too strong all game. Here's Patton handling it up ahead. Raider likes the shot. She's a left-hander. She throws it up there. Too many Breeze trying for the rebound. Covington takes it away from all of them. Covington has 8 points. It is 52-28. Aces are starting to run out here in the third as they have all game. Stiles finds a Kaya Taylor. Taylor's jump shot from the baseline is too short, and we'll have a foul underneath the basket. They'll get Smelzer with the foul. That's Smelzer. Her first.
Is out as well as Ariel Easton.
Her first, team second. Easton sits down. Jaleesa Olive, sharpshooter, back in the game for the Breeze. Three-quarter court pressure being put on by the Chicago Breeze. Patton guarded by Olive. Covington turns on Taylor, puts it up. Taylor gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Aces basketball. 52-28. 5:32 left to go here in the third. Patton to inbound. She gets it up top. Oh, well, Patton just received the inbounds. Brown puts it on the floor, shoots over Taylor, goes to the bank, and the bank is open. Mariah Brown got a whole bunch of moves. Jaleesa Olive's open for 3. Can she find the range? No, she's too strong. Akaya Taylor battling for the offensive rebound. Ball clambers around, and now it goes down to Stamps. Stamps finds Patton. Patton turns, Patton puts it up on the elbow. Rebound by Rader, and Rader puts it back up for 2. 56-28. Lead is stretching out, and we're going to see a whole line substitution for the Chicago Breeze. There's Keela Beecham underneath. Can't get it. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay Breeze basketball. Checking back in is Kendra Shelton, Bree Smith, Letitia Bennett, Sierra Anderson, and Zaporia Smith. So everyone that was out there for the Breeze will sit down. Everyone who was sitting down is going to stand up. Letitia Bennett, fresh 24 on the clock. Goes out to Sierra Anderson. Sierra Anderson going to handle the ball. Sierra Anderson swings it right to Zaporia. Zaporia puts a couple of dribbles, takes baseline, kicks it out to Kendra Shelton. Kendra Shelton, long 2, no good. Sierra Anderson's going to fight for the rebound and control it. Anderson steps through, and Anderson going to the bucket will get fouled, and she'll go to the line for a couple of free throws. They'll get number 23, Trisha Patton. That's her 3rd foul, team 2nd. And Sierra Anderson looking for her first points of this GWBA season. Will have a chance to get them on the charity stripe. Anderson, 1 bounce, spins the ball, goes up, and it's no good. Re-entering the game is Lewin for the Aces, sitting down as Patton. Anderson eyes it up, and she's got her first point of the season for the Chicago Breeze. Zaporia Smith hounding Stamps up the court. Covington kicks to Brown. Brown is open for that long 2, and Covington tries to save it, goes right to Sierra Anderson. Sierra Anderson swings it right to Letitia Bennett. Bennett pulls it back. Now Anderson. Anderson flashes it over to Zaporia Smith. Zaporia Smith on the elbow, finds Kendra Shelton on the baseline, and that's a nice move from the left baseline by Kendra Shelton. Shelton now has 4. Here's Stamps pushing it up. Someone's got to stop the ball. Rader with the 3. It's no good.
Oh, man.
Lewin comes out of the scrum with it. Lewin turns and fires. It's no good. Covington tries to control it. Out of bounds, last touch by Covington. It'll be Breeze basketball, 56-31. 25 points separating these two teams. Letitia Bennett gets screened off by Shelton. Cannot finish. Covington with the rebound. And now here comes Stamps. Stamps hounded by Zaporia Smith. Stamps goes past her. Gets it into Covington. Covington turns and fires and knocks it down. Covington in double figures now with 10. She's got 8 in this quarter alone. Boy, what a game for Covington, just working nice and easy from free throw line on in.
She has been automatic inside the paint.
Zaporia Smith for 3. That was too strong, hits the iron. Covington, who else with the rebound? Covington's going to take it up herself. Here's Covington. You got to stop the ball on her because she's going coast to coast. Covington with a strong move.
She's going to go to the line, I believe.
She will go to the line as 24 will pick up the foul. That's Bree Smith. First foul on Bree Smith, team's 3rd. And so now Covington gets a rebound. No one puts the pressure on her. She goes coast to coast and will get 2 free throws.
Running out of room on my score sheet here for Covington.
Anya Covington just came to work today. Covington's first free throw is short. Akaya Taylor checking back in for Bree Smith. (58-31) is our score here. 2:59 left to go until the 4th quarter. Second one is up and good for Anya Covington. Covington standing 6'2", went to the University of Wisconsin. That's some, you can see the serious D1 talent that this Milwaukee Aces team puts on the court here at Alverno. The flash into Taylor is no good. That's a bad pass by the Chicago Breeze. They took that one for granted, and the Milwaukee Aces took it instead. Rader with the jump shot from the left wing. It's good. Rader knocks it down. It's a 30-point Aces lead. Akaya Taylor putting it on the bounce against Rader. Akaya Taylor stepping in, is absolutely, completely erased by Brown. Controlled by Letitia Bennett. Letitia Bennett puts up the floater. We have a whistle and a foul will be called. 2 shots coming up for Letitia Bennett as they will get number 1, Jerica Watson, for the foul. That's her first and the team's 3rd. Letitia Bennett, scoreless so far, will go to the line for a couple. First one up and good for Bennett.
I know we're so used to seeing DePaul basketball, Mike, you and I, and a lot of outside shooting from DePaul. We're kind of seeing that with the Breeze here today. It's just kind of looking like an off day. It looks like it'd be an off day for a DePaul basketball team. What we're seeing today.
Second one rattles around and goes off. Jerica Watson guarded by Taylor, has to swing it over to Stamps, and Stamps is fouled by Zaporia Smith. Second personal on Zaporia Smith. Team's 4th. Gianna Stiles will check back in. So Stiles in, Smith out. Lewin, Brown, Watson, Patton, and Rader on the court for the Aces. I should say Stamps instead of Patton there, as she just shot and missed it. Here comes Deanna Stiles. Stiles going to pull it back. Stiles swings it to Akaya Taylor. Taylor takes baseline, just puts the pass right on Kendra Shelton, but we have a whistle, and they're going to get 55 Rader on the foul before that pass. That's Rader's first, 4th team foul for the Aces. Team fouls stand at 4 apiece. Inbounding underneath the Aces basketball is Letitia Bennett. She's going to throw it all the way back out to Sierra Anderson. Anderson puts the ball right on Akaya Taylor. Taylor can't finish. Kendra Shelton, great offensive rebound. She can't finish. Ball bounces around, and that'll be Stamps controlling it, stepping on the line. Stamps frustrated right there. You have a 29-point lead, so you'll get that one forgiven.
Yeah, she's looking for that timeout there. She was in the air, though.
Letitia Bennett gives it to Sierra Anderson. Sierra Anderson walked with the basketball. The Breeze give it right back. Jerica Watson to inbound.
And the Breeze just never got into the rhythm today.
Watson gives it to Brown. They're going to let Brown run the point. Brown got Shelton on her, crossed it over, picks it up. Shelton comes in on her. Overplay by Sierra Anderson gives Rader a little path to the bucket. She can't finish. Who else? Mariah Brown pulls it out of there. A little 2-man game back to Rader. Rader likes the jump shot. No, and pulled down there by Kendra Shelton. Sierra Anderson fires it up ahead to Deanna Stiles. Stiles has Rader on her. Entry pass to Akaya Taylor. Taylor faces up, goes straight in. Akaya Taylor knocks it down. Taylor has 8 in this quarter. Lone bright spot for the Chicago Breeze. Stamps has Taylor on her now. Stamps working right side. Gives it to Lewin. Lewin guarded by Glenn. Lewin going all the way in, and Akaya Taylor puts her on the ground.
Kaya been the only consistent performer today for the Breeze, the high point scorer with 12.
So they'll say that foul is on Letitia Bennett coming in from behind, and that'll put Lewin on the line for 2. Lewin has 6 in the ball game. It's 61-34. First one is up and no good for Lewin. Anna Lewin, 5'10", went to high school at Brookfield Central, played her college ball at Northern Michigan University. Second one up and down for Anna Lewin. 62-34. Sierra Anderson, bad pass looking for Stiles. Stamps overplayed it, and it will stay Breeze basketball. Ariel Easton's going to come back in for the Chicago Breeze. She's going to go get Sierra Anderson.
It's all been all turnovers today. That's the reason why they're losing by 28 points.
Deanna Stiles looking for that screen from Akaya Taylor. Stiles finds Taylor. Taylor drive and kick to Ariel Easton. Easton takes baseline. Easton goes in on Jerica Watson.
What happened here? What did they call? Call an offensive foul, maybe? I'm not sure. I didn't even see.
They didn't put the foul up. No one called a foul. I think they're going to call a stepped on the line by Ariel Easton as she took the baseline. So another turnover. Brown swings it to Rader in the corner. Rader for 3. It's good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the consequence of playing half-court press.
65-34. 31-point lead for the Aces. And there's a one-and-done trip as Mariah Brown pulls it out. 4 seconds left. Mariah Brown swings it over to Watson. Watson at the buzzer, no good. We have played 30. We've got 10 to go. The Chicago Breeze getting run out of Alverno. It's 65-34 in favor of the Milwaukee Aces. I'm Mike Fleischman, and that's Hami Arain to my right. You're listening to GWA Basketball. You're also watching GWA Basketball. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this. As we are underway once again, Easton goes to Akaya Taylor in the right corner. Kicked ball, and it'll stay right here with the Chicago Breeze.
Well, we talk about the Breeze misfortunes, but how about the Milwaukee Aces? Their defense has been all over the place. But I really do think that if the Breeze lay down on the turnovers a little bit, this would be a very close game.
We have 12 put back on the shot clock here. As Crystal Ellis, Sally Gordon, and Dean Nemore working to make sure our time is all correct here. Akaya Taylor crashing into the bucket on the left side. She puts it up. She's fouled by Rader. That's Rader's second, team's fifth. And Akaya Taylor's going to go look for some freebies.
Some points here for Milwaukee. 9 for Covington, 13 for Stamps, 13 for Rader. Kind of a quiet 13 for Rader, 11 for Brown.
And we've actually got Covington with 11.
I might have missed one.
So Covington in double figures.
Oh, yeah, I did miscount. It's Taylor, I believe that she had both.
Yep, Akaya Taylor got both of them, so it's now 65-36. Good trip to the line for Akaya Taylor. It's what you need. You got to score some points with the clock off. This game might be for pride down the stretch for the Chicago Breeze. There's a nice overplay by Taylor. Tips the ball out to Letitia Bennett.
A lot of that
Bennett
today.
Gets it to Kendra Shelton. And now they've got to hurry it up across the timeline. Deanna Stiles going to put it in on Lewin. Going right into a crowd. Pulled out of there by Patton. Patton's going to move it up the court. Patton hounded by Stiles. Going over to Covington. Covington swings it through into the right corner for Lewin. Lewin, wild shot, gets her own miss, puts it up, and good. Story of the game. Second chances and good finishes around the basket for the Milwaukee Aces. It's 67-36. Give Lewin another 2 points. Kaya Taylor posted up, blocked from behind. The referee screened me off. Is that Patton right in the back there? Yeah, that's Patton. That's some good work by Patton. They'll get Akaya Taylor on the foul there. That's her second.
Yeah,
They'll say that's the 6th team foul.
They tried to go big against Milwaukee. Oh, there's a turnover.
There's a turnover as the pass is a little too strong for Brown. Jaleesa Olive is checking back in for the Chicago Breeze.
I think the Breeze just couldn't find their identity today. They were playing a little bit big at the start. They played a little bit small. They just couldn't find out what was the right way to counter this Milwaukee team. But I guess, I know it's a cliche, but it's just not their day.
Bree Blair, with her work in transition, her ability to start transition, even off of made baskets, was sorely missed today.
Nice steal by Styles.
Nice drive and kick out to Ariel Easton. Easton just can't find it. Akaya Taylor goes and finds it, and she gives it underneath. Shot is no good by Easton. It bounces out of bounds, and it will be
Chicago ball.
It'll be Chicago Breeze basketball. 67-36, 8:28 left to go in this game. Styles goes out to Taylor. Shantae Glenn's going to check back in. Deanna Styles, nice bounce pass to Kendra Shelton. Shelton goes up with the right hand hook. It's no good. Tipped back out. It's Jaleesa Olive for three, and there it is. Jaleesa Olive.
First basket of the game. Loose ball.
There's a loose ball, goes right into the hands of Rader. Rader cross-court pass to the right. Patton likes it, but tipped back out. Rader. Lewin gets it. Lewin with an empty path to the basket, and Lewin just lays it in on a second chance opportunity. Lewin with 11. 69-39, leads back up to 30 for the Milwaukee Aces. Deanna Styles pulls Rader out on her. Jaleesa Olive kicks it into the corner. There's Easton. Easton for three, knocks it down. There's the pressure. They're going to let Covington break the pressure once again. Kendra Shelton will stop the ball that time. Jaleesa Olive comes out on Rader. They fire it into Mariah Brown. Mariah Brown turns and shoots over Akaya Taylor, and they're going to get Akaya Taylor on the foul. Akaya Taylor visibly frustrated as she picks up her third foul. 7th team foul, so one in the bonus here on out for the Milwaukee Aces. Mariah Brown going to the line. She's got 11 in the game. Nice turnaround jump shot. Akaya Taylor trying to be aggressive, but just a little bit too close to the shooter that time. But that's what Mariah Brown does. When you can pull yourself out past like 12 feet and make the D pay, as Mariah Brown's been able to do today, that's what you get, because everyone needs to front you. They can't just let you work out on the perimeter, even as a big.
Let's see what's going on here. Looks like some lineup at the free throw line, some sort of adjustments.
Yeah, they'll get Kendra Shelton there. So Mariah Brown up with her second. Hits front iron, bounces off, careens into the hands of Ariel Easton. Here comes Easton on the left side. Easton looking for somewhere to go. She finds Shantae Glenn. Glenn, the southpaw, up, glances off the front iron. There's Jaleesa Olive. She thought about it. She flashes it in. Shot is too strong, but on the other side, Shantae Glenn.
And it's not that the Breeze have played horribly today. It's just that their shots have just been so off. There's a steal by
There's a takeaway by Glenn. Glenn is going to get fouled hard there by Covington.
And she saw it coming, too. She was bracing for it.
Yep. Covington picks up her third. As the 6th-team foul on the Milwaukee Aces, and Shantae Glenn will go to the line and try to earn two. Boy, that's being able to maintain composure when you know that Anya Covington, who stands 6'2" and is an imposing physical presence for the Aces, is coming up behind you, and she's been playing tough all game. You know she's going to follow you hard.
Yeah.
And you still be able to put that ball up. That's good composure by Shantae Glenn as she knocks down the first. You know you're going to the ground.
Yeah.
Stamps re-enters for the Aces. Sierra Anderson back in the game for the Breeze. Second one up and good for Shantae Glenn. She's perfect 4 of 4 from the line so far. Here is Stamps. If you want me to give a player of the game today, Hami, it's Stamps for the Aces. Everything they've done is just run through her steady ball handling. Lewin's shot is too strong. Sierra Anderson with the rebound. Sierra Anderson throws the ball off the back of Lewin. Lewin travels with it. Anderson trying to whip that ball, just threw it into Lewin's back, and then Lewin, with some great basketball awareness, turns around and grabs it. Just couldn't control it. Shante Glenn likes the three. No good. Patton with the rebound.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Lewin's going to be all by herself at the other end. Lewin will finish. 13 points for Lewin. Ariel Easton handling it at 72-46. Ariel Easton boxed it down for three. 6 points in the game now for Ariel Easton, all coming here in this fourth quarter. Mariah Brown going to run the point once again for the Aces. Now she'll give it back to Stamps. Stamps holding it up by the Inferno's logo. Now back to Brown on the elbow. A little kick back out to Stamps. Mariah Brown is everywhere. Covington now hands it off to Stamps. Stamps just fumbles it into the hands of Mariah Brown. We have a whistle.
That was a call before the shot, but I believe there will be free throws.
They'll get Ariel Easton for the foul, her second, 8th on the team, and they'll give, it'll be one and the bonus for Terry Stamps. What a game by Terry Stamps.
She hits the first.
Stamps' first point of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 14 points now.
Florida Atlantic University graduate. Second one is up and good. 15 points for Stamps. Bunch of great ball movement, great decisions. Oh, there's a nice head fake by Sierra Anderson. She gets it underneath the Styles. Styles with a no-look pass. Glenn kicks it back out to Jolisa Olive. Goes to Ariel Easton. Easton on the wing, steps in and knocks it down. Ariel Easton finding her range here in the fourth quarter. She has 8. And we'll have a timeout here. 5:28 left to go in the game. 74-51 as the Aces have kind of taken their foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah.
It's resulted in some looks for the Chicago Breeze, but the Breeze going into a week of practice before they face the Warriors. I mean, they have got some work to do, as they've got to find a new solution for moving the ball and working in transition, as they've been without Bree Blair.
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, like you can't overstate how important it is to have a ball handler who can just confidently bring it up, slow it down, speed it up whenever you need to, change of pace, all that good stuff.
And 13 points against the Monarchs, 19 points against the Bandits. So she's been their leading scorer, their most prolific scorer so far. And, Kaya Taylor might be... Nope, I don't know how to do math. She is their leading scorer, or was until we came into this game.
And honestly, we didn't even know until Wednesday or Thursday, that she moved to Iceland. She tweeted about it. I only saw it from the Chicago Breeze Twitter.
Such a great opportunity for Bree Blair. It's really the story of what the Chicago Breeze and the GWBA can do for these women who are so passionate about basketball.
What it's all about. Trying to get to somewhere like that.
Speaking of opportunities, Angelina Williams is going to be coming back, and she will be with the team in the game against the Warriors. Williams, a player last year, has been playing overseas. She will be back with the team next week against the Warriors. That's a home game at Hales Franciscan High School. 74-51. 5 minutes left to go here in the game. Deanna Stiles slashes in, puts up a little floater layup. It's no good. Mariah Brown with the rebound. She's hounded by Sierra Anderson. Nothing easy as Covington has to get it up. Covington now crosses the timeline. Under 5 minutes left to go. Terry Stamps, guarded by Stiles. Stiles hands it to Covington. Little give and go back to Stamps. Stamps puts a shoulder into her and cannot get it to fall. Shante Glenn picks it up, brings it up court. Ariel Easton looking for the range. This one far too strong. Patton with the rebound. Patton brings it out of the crowd. Hounded by Stiles. Now she'll give it to Stamps. Stamps has to hurry up. Stamps does hurry up. Stamps finds Covington underneath the basket. Stamps will be fouled and go down hard. A couple of free throws coming up for Stamps, as they will get number 2 Shante Glenn for her 3rd personal foul and the team's 9th.
If Kobe Bryant in 2018 was watching this Chicago Breeze game, doing his little detail episodes, he'd be talking about how the Chicago Breeze defense is focusing only on the action. which is whoever has the ball.
Yeah, you've seen off-ball movement, weak side cuts, and long cross-court passes just really dissect the attacking, ball-hawking defense of the Breeze. As the first free throw by Covington is off, no good.
That's just not a recipe for success, honestly.
Yeah, the Breeze have
especially in transition.
The Breeze have not made the extra pass. Meanwhile, the Aces have made the extra pass on what seems like every possession. Covington's second is up and good. GWBA basketball, Breeze versus Aces. I'm Mike Fleischman. That's Hami Arain. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube presentation of this game today. Akaya Taylor swings it to Styles. Styles with a hesitation dribble goes into Shante Glenn. Glenn too strong. Rebound by Mariah Brown. Mariah Brown is going to be hounded by Styles. Needs to go somewhere with it. Goes to Stamps. Stamps with 19 on the shot clock. Gets it across the timeline. Flips it to Patton in the left corner. Patton goes to Covington, left block. Covington turns around on Akaya Taylor and knocks it down.
Wow.
Anya Covington. Oh, my goodness. Shante Glenn hands it to Jaleesa Olive. Jaleesa Olive likes the range. She's got it.
Nice shot there by Olive. I love her form. Kind of has that quick Steph Curry type of form. Very quick release.
They're going to let Covington run the point now against Akaya Taylor. Covington almost forgot to bring the basketball with her. Now they give it to Lewin. Lewin hounded by Glenn on the left wing. They go into Patton in the post. Patton with a little leaning hook shot, no good. Ariel Easton brings it out. Ariel Easton, jump pass into Deanna Styles. Deanna Styles forgot to bring the basketball. Terry Stamps takes it away. There's a three-on-nobody opportunity, and Patton goes in, but Akaya Taylor coming in late with the block. Akaya Taylor hasn't stopped running today. Great effort by Taylor. 77-54, 3 minutes left to go. Long distance shot, no good. Mariah Brown yanks it down, pulls it away from Akaya Taylor. Akaya Taylor still running hard here in the fourth.
Oh, man.
Stamps up ahead, Stamps up and good. In the corner, Ariel Easton, no good. Akaya Taylor rebound. Finds a cutting Ariel Easton, and Ariel Easton knocks it down for two, and we have a timeout. So Ariel Easton has found her way into double figures here in the fourth quarter, but a frustrating 30 minutes before that. And that, we've gone on about what the story of this game is, but really, the Aces' resilience and their willingness to just run out and break down the defense, make the extra pass. They've been good in the half court. They've been good in transition. They've been good in ball hawking defense, and they've been good at just getting into the sight lines of the Breeze, which is the difference in this game to last week's victory. Hami, I think, is that the Monarchs really didn't use their size inside. They stayed out on the perimeter, didn't make the extra pass, and let the Breeze dictate the tempo of the game. Meanwhile, on today's game, the Aces were just willing to do all the little things they needed to do, and what a rally after two difficult-looking injuries to Price and Morton in the first quarter, to be able to go into their bench, get some players out there. They're able to go deep, get some great minutes. Anya Covington has been just absolutely spectacular today. Mariah Brown is making her case today, and Terry Stamps just completely unshakable running the point. Here's a little trap defense as they got Styles on Covington, and Covington smartly looks for Stamps, as they've been able to do all game. Stamps flash pass inside to Brown. Brown spinning through the lane, puts it up on the left block. It's up, it's down, it's good. Mariah Brown has 14. Ariel Easton wants the range. Ariel Easton off the iron. There is Shante Glenn in the lane, no good. Rebound to Mariah Brown. We're on 2 minutes left to go in the game. Up ahead to Stamps. Stamps taking it all the way in. She double dribbled.
81-56, under 2 minutes to go.
Definitely some frustration for the Breeze today, as nothing that they've wanted to do has really worked in their favor. But they're going to have some practices this week. They've got some chances to fix their mistakes. They've got a home game coming up, and you build the team with victories, Hami, but you also build it with losses.
Yeah.
When Oh, there's a hard foul down on the other end.
Yeah, Styles trying to go for the block. I think she hit her on the shoulder. That was Stamps. So Stamps is going to be at the line for 2. And yeah, you mentioned it. It's really about how they respond to this loss, how they're going to come out next week. We're really going to have to see in that first quarter how they respond to this loss.
Yeah, from a coaching perspective, losses can be as instructive as wins. You can learn a lot from it, and you can really challenge your team to correct mistakes. When the team comes off a victory against Flint, the team might be making some assumptions.
As Stamps hit both of those free throws. 83-56 now. Easton for 3.
Ariel Easton with 13 in the game, all coming in this fourth quarter. It's 83-59, 1:17 left to go in the ball game. Stamps is going to slow it down. Stamps swinging right side to Rader. Rader, nice little bounce pass into Mariah on the elbow. That is tipped and knocked out of bounds. It'll be Breeze basketball, as they'll say. Stamps touched it last. Stamps looking at the referee is like, "Are you sure that was me?" And the referee's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." Long pass up ahead to Ariel Easton. She's just shooting it whenever she touches it now. Akaya Taylor gets the offensive rebound and puts it down.
How many rebounds for Akaya Taylor?
Many. Mariah Brown has it. Mariah Brown has a Taylor in front of her. She kicks it to Rader. Rader with a little pull-up jumper, no good. Akaya Taylor gets another one of her many rebounds. Deanna Stiles now working it up ahead. Stiles is going to go 1-on-4. Kicks to Letitia Bennett. Bennett can't find the range today. Covington with the rebound. Ariel Easton almost takes it away. And here comes Stamps. Once again, going to pull it back against the double team coming from Easton and Stiles. Mariah Brown has Glenn on her. She'll give it back to Stamps. Stamps going to work on the right side. 9 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 19 in the game. Stamps going to put Stiles in her hip pocket, cross it over, put up a shot from the left side, no good. Shantae Glenn whips it up ahead to Ariel Easton. Ariel Easton skies it for 3 and knocks it down. And I think that'll be the final points that we see in this ball game, as Covington just going to let the time expire here as the clock stays running on the inbounds. So your final score from Milwaukee, Wisconsin and Alverno College, it's the Milwaukee Aces coming away with the 83-64 victory over the Chicago Breeze. We had a chance to talk about it all fourth quarter, Hami, but just a truly, truly impressive statement victory by the Milwaukee Aces. The Milwaukee Aces want to be in consideration for the marquee team in this league. The field is wide open so far, as we have 3 teams right now: the Monarchs, the Breeze, and the Aces, all with a 2-1 record.
Yep, all of which tied for first place. And next week, the Breeze will take on the last place team in the league, which is the Illinois Warriors. That will be at Hales Franciscan High School, June 30th, 3 p.m. in beautiful Kenwood. Hopefully it will be as nice as it is here today in Milwaukee on that day, because last week it was like 90-something degrees in that gym.
All right, we're going to do a little post-game wrap-up. Before that, I'm going to see if I can talk to Coach Ben here, see if we can get him over here. Mike Fleischman here. We're at Alverno College. The Breeze fall. Their record is 2-1. The Aces move to 3-1. To correct my earlier statement.
Just get the headset on whenever you're ready.
We're going to see if Coach Lawrence Ben Creighton can join us here just for a few thoughts on how the game went. All right, Coach Ben, I want to thank you for joining me for a little post-game wrap-up here. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what the Aces were able to do, particularly with making the extra pass. Kind of talk about like what you saw them doing right today for their win.
The Aces came out and played as a solid ball club. They executed each and every play. They beat us to the 50-50 balls. Loose balls, they were all over them. We were just a step slow, and that's where the game changed. They were on it from the jump, and we never could really recover.
Talk a bit about what you saw from from your squad and what you can take into practice. I was mentioning to Hami kind of as the fourth quarter went on that sometimes losses can be as instructive as victories. So what are you taking from this game and looking to work on in practice from it?
Most definitely. This was definitely one we took on the chin. Definitely a learning experience. That's something that we know that we'll bounce back from. In practice on the upcoming days, we just got to drill rebounding first, and then boxing out. Actually making the extra pass like you mentioned earlier, as the Aces did. They were a solid ball club. We can build on things that we didn't execute as well. I think down the stretch we got a lot of looks that we wanted. We just couldn't put the ball in the rim.
All right, Coach Ben Creighton, thank you very much for joining me today, and have a safe trip home.
Thank you, sir.
We are wrapping it up from Alverno College. I want to thank everyone here from the Milwaukee Aces and the staff here for making us feel at home on the road.